Sealaska Heritage is a non-profit founded at the urging of clan leaders and elders in 1980 to perpetuate and enhance Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian cultures. 2019 was a successful year in terms of the total amount of funds generated and the programs it supported. The employment and contract opportunities provided for shareholders and artists, and the number of constituents who participated in our programs and events. In 2019, Sealaska donated $1.5 million in cash and approximately $200,000 in in-kind services to SHI. The Institute leveraged this and raised an additional $7.6 million to support all programming and the operation of the Walter Soboleff Building. In total, Sealaska Heritage generated $9.3 million in 2019. Sealaska also committed land for the Sealaska Heritage Arts Campus, as well as a $1 million contribution toward its construction. This video shows highlights of SHI's programming that year. In 2019, Sealaska Heritage offered art instruction to people across the state and in the lower 48. SHI continued its Spruce Fruit mentorship with Master Weaver Dolores Churchill and sponsored workshops on skin sewing, horn spoons, halibut hooks, form line design, and moccasin making to more than 250 people in Anchorage, Juneau, Haines, Cake, Klawock, Saxman, Sitka, and Seattle. Many of the Institute's art programs are offered through a partnership with the University of Alaska Southeast and the Institute of American Indian Arts in New Mexico. SHI's goal is to create a bachelor's degree program with an emphasis on Northwest Coast art. Through the program, SHI also sponsored its annual Tsetsin Northwest Coast Art and Leadership Academy, which provides engaging, culturally based education and art activities for high school students. In 2019, more than 430 people participated in the program, which served people from Angoon, Juneau, Klawock, Metlakatla, Hoonah, Heidelberg, Anchorage, and Washington State. SHI hosted 5 artists in residence and represented 230 artists through its native art markets, including the Sealaska Heritage Store. SHI also gave art excursions to more than 400 students as part of its goal to promote cross-cultural understanding. In all, Sealaska Heritage offered art programming to more than 6,200 people from Alaska and the lower 48. In 2019, Sealaska Heritage, in partnership with Tlingit and Haida Central Council, continued its award-winning early literacy program, Baby Raven Reads. Through the program, SHI published 3 new children's books, including its first fully trilingual book. Staff also learned its book Raven Makes the Aleutians won a picture book honor from the American Indian Library Association. The book was illustrated by Haida artist Janine Gibbons. The program served more than 650 people from Angoon, Craig, Hoonah, Heidelberg, Juneau, Petersburg, Saxman, Sitka, Wrangell, and Yakutat. SHI also sponsored its Math and Culture Academy for 120 people from Anchorage, Hoonah, Juneau, Klawock, and Metlakatla. The Institute continued to sponsor the Tlingit Culture, Language, and Literacy Program in Juneau, which served more than 80 people in 2019. SHI sponsored its Voices on the Land program in 2019 for 2,100 students in Ketchikan, Yakutat, and Juneau. The program improves literacy skills through performing arts and digital storytelling. For the third year, the Institute co-sponsored Native Youth Olympics, which served more than 2,000 people across the state. Other athletic programs included SHI's Tsetsin Hoop Camp and Tsetsin Running Camp. Sealaska Heritage continued to sponsor the college program PETAS, which seeks to grow the number of Alaska Native teachers and administrators. In 2019, more than 50 Alaska Native students received scholarships through PETAS, and 12 graduated from the program. SHI also continued its program to revitalize the languages of the Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian. In all, SHI offered education programming to more than 5,300 people from 10 communities in Southeast Alaska. SHI curates exhibits for the public to promote cross-cultural understanding. In 2019, Sealaska Heritage unveiled 2 new exhibits. War and Peace delved into traditional Tlingit laws, the consequences for breaking them, and the complex peace ceremonies that ended conflicts and restored balance. SHI also curated an exhibit on the work of the celebrated Tlingit artist Nathan Jackson. SHI continued its lecture series, which served more than 500 people, and published a study that recommended major changes to the way the state of Alaska manages the Sac-Roe herring fishery in Sitka Sound. The study predicted dire outcomes for the ancient subsistence herring roe fishery located there if things don't change. The study also examined the enormous, wide-ranging social and ecological benefits of Pacific herring from Sitka Sound and the unique Alaskan subsistence economy and ecosystem services which depend on their production and distribution. In all, SHI offered culture and history programming to more than 13,000 people. Executive staff monitors and advocates on public policy issues and funding at the federal, state, and city government levels. Staff advocates on matters related to art, culture, education, and funding. In 2019, SHI launched a fundraising campaign to build the Sealaska Heritage Arts Campus in downtown Juneau. Among other things, the campus will include indoor and outdoor spaces for artists to make monumental pieces, performing arts and gatherings, classrooms, and native art markets. By the end of 2019, SHI had secured nearly $9 million in funds and pledges toward its $14 million goal. In 2019, SHI also advocated to establish the arts as an arts industry under state policy, require the state of Alaska to use Alaskan artists for its Percent for Art in Public Places program, amend federal and state legislation to include arts and crafts as eligible for VocaTech training programs, establish Juneau as the Northwest Coast Arts Capital, and designate Northwest Coast Arts as a national treasure, amend the Migratory Bird Treaty Act regulations to authorize sale of arts with migratory bird feathers, stop a national ban on all ivory sales, and oppose a Facebook ban of ivory, seal, and sea otter sales, assist with the Elizabeth Peratrovich coin and celebration, preserve the hobby shop at Lemon Creek Correctional Center, establish a tax credit for collectors who return sacred objects to tribes, protect subsistence harvests, protect cultural objects, and prohibit export of sacred objects, support the renaming of the Willoughby District to Occoquan Village District, support the Chaco Cultural Heritage Protection Act, support the extension of the Alaska Education Tax Credit Program, support the Higher Education Act Reauthorization Alternative Teacher Training Certification to allow Native people in small communities to work remotely to earn teaching degrees, overturn limitations on administrative costs for federal grants, protect federal funding for the Alaska Native Education Program, increase federal funding for Native arts, education, and language programming, support funding for the National Endowment for the Arts, the National Endowment for the Humanities, and the Institute of Museum and Library Services, protect SHI's tax exemption status with the City and Borough of Juneau, and support legislation to provide necessary funds to address historic trauma. In all, SHI served more than 24,000 people from 22 communities in Alaska and the lower 48. This video shows highlights of programming in 2019 at Sealaska Heritage. For more information, see sealaskaheritage.org. And we hope you'll consider making a donation to fund the Sealaska Heritage Arts Campus. The names of people who give $25 or more will be permanently engraved at the campus as founding donors.
Sipin no gawis, Khatni get a sipin da gawis, Xewoken getwin.
Hagus from Katlatk, Charlie Joseph. Hagus Kisani hiyaha, Titla her uachaka, wa ichgwa iyateka, hi ina, hi ina, Hagus Kisani hiyaha, Titla her uachaka, wa ichgwa iyateka, hi ina, hi ina, Hagus Kisani hiyaha, Titla her uachaka, wa ichgwa iyateka, hi ina, hi ina, The Hook Song by Clara Paratovich. Hukshe weduki hak iya aha, anach chawatana iya aha, Hukshe akatzidki iya aha, aya, Hukshe weduki hak iya aha, anach chawatana iya aha, Hukshe akatzidki iya aha, aya, Hukshe weduki hak iya aha, anach chawatana iya aha, Hukshe akatzidki iya aha, aya, Hukshe weduki hak iya aha, anach chawatana iya aha, Hukshe akatzidki iya aha, aya.
Sieben geun adesquaitgen kam gosken zawi atk Wagait dim will axiadius dim gachon lagakskin. Tiben geun adesquaitken am goskin zawi atk. Wagait dim will axiadius dim gachon lagakskin.